Big shout out to Coco Love Cash One, All Size 2497, Lonely Pyro 2003, Ronald Wheatley, Dennis Watson, and G from New York. Big shout out to y'all. Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah. What the feezy? 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 What the feezy?
What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Bill Young. I've been wanting to tell y'all this story for the longest. I just randomly thought about it again. So I went grocery shopping one day. This is when I found out that I can pull up to Walmart, park my car, pop the trunk, and ain't gotta get out and touch nothing. They'll come load it up for you. You just verify your name and then you out of there. I had no idea that this type of stuff existed. I go there. So I'm enjoying this luxury. So my big brother from California called me. He told me that he's gonna be in Atlanta. He said he's coming to Atlanta in like the next 4-5 days or whatever. So I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. So he was asking me how far do I live from this place or that place, because he was coming to handle some business and he was just trying to see how far I lived from this or how far I lived from that, so he could debate if it would make more sense for him to crash at my crib or if he needed to just get a hotel close to where he was going. So I told him straight up, I live kind of far from everything because I like to be ducked off, but you good. If you come down here, you could come to the crib, you could you could use my whip. You ain't got to spend no money on no rental or no Uber, none of that. So he like, nah, because you might need to, you feel me? You might need to do your thing. I said, no, bro, I work from home. You coming from out of town, I ain't seen you in a long time. You can take the car. I can sit in the house for a few days. So he like, all right, cool. Days go by. He called me. I go pick him up from the airport. So the event that he needed to be at, it was a specific time stamp on it. He had to be there that day, that time, the same day I picked him up. So we rush it. We run around like chicken with our head cut off trying to hurry up and get him there. I told him he could have dropped me back off home and kept the whip, but he was running short on time. He didn't have enough time to do all that. So I just dropped him off and told him I'll come back and get you later on. So later on that night, he called me to come get him. I go get him, go pick him up. The place I'm sitting in, he's calling me, asking me where I'm at. I'm like, I'm right here. He like, where? I'm like, bro, the valet park people is standing right outside. I'm looking at them. They got on all black. So he's like, bro, where? I'm right here by where these valet people at. I'm like, bro, I'm right here where they at. I'm looking, so I drive over closer because I was in a parking spot. They was like right here. I was in a parking spot. So I drive over there. I'm like, bro, you don't see me nowhere out here in the front. So he like, no. So now he go to screaming on to telling me that I can't be where I'm supposed to be. I'm like, I'm at where the GPS brought me to be. Ain't no way you where the GPS brought you to be, because you will see me, you this and this and that. I'm like, well, I look at the GPS and it said you've reached your destination. I'm like, well, shit, this is where you told me to go. What the hell else you want me to do? I don't know what you said. So I'm telling him, and this was the thing. I asked him when I pulled in, I said, this the name? He said, yeah. So that's what's starting to piss me off. So he's getting pissed off because he talking about I'm not at the right place where I'm supposed to be. So I leave out, get back on the street, do it all over again. After about 4 times of doing this, he finally, I guess, came to realization that the place I was telling him was literally right next door to where he really was. But it wasn't nothing to where he could just step out and see me because it's a long drive in the back. So I was pulling in here, but it was really right here. But it was dark, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't know. So when he finally explained it like a normal human being that got common sense, I drive up there, drive through there. Once I drive through there, I see him. He get in. He mad. We go to arguing again while I'm driving. I'm talking about I'm getting on the highway, but I'm trying to look at the GPS because he keep talking, telling me, let's do this, do that, do that. Damn near wreck, bro. This is the little thing when you turn it. I had to hurry up, snatch the wheel back. So after we go to arguing, it get quiet for a minute. I'm just riding. I turn on that Dolph. Bro, about a good 10 minutes into the drive, I just go to smelling something. So I look over at my brother. The man sitting just like this. Head straight, back straight. He ain't looking nowhere. He ain't touching his phone. And I said, that's a guilty look. That's the look of a nigga that just farted. Because, bro, who sit like that? Talking about perfect posture. I'm like, damn. Something don't smell right. So I roll my window down. You feel me? I still smell it, but it's like, damn. So I look over at him again while I'm driving. Same thing. He ain't moved a muscle. But I feel like I went to smelling it a little stronger. I say, folks got what? So I roll his window down. He gonna tell me, I really don't want this air blowing in my face, cuz. That's why I ain't roll it down myself. I said, well, shit, I don't want this stench blowing up my nose. The man turned and looked at me and said, I was wondering what that was. I was going to ask you what that smell was. I didn't even say nothing, bro. I was just quiet. I rolled the back windows down, and I just was driving. Now I done got pissed off because I'm like, bro, ain't no way. That man just got in my car, just went to doing all this damn farting. They ain't going to have the nerve to tell me he was wondering where that smell came from. He had no idea what it was. It pissed me off because I'm like, damn, bro, you could at least, you feel me? You could at least rolled your window down, gave me some type of warning, but he was just mad. He was just screaming. He was just arguing with me. So it just making me wonder, like, is that your response when you get mad at a nigga? You go to farting and stuff in his car? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, in jail, people go to farting around you and stuff. At least the old days, they said they used to mean some strange things. So I was very confused about that. Very, very, very confused. Get back home, go to sleep, wake up the next day. He talking about going somewhere. I throw him the keys, do your thing. We kicked it for a minute. I threw him the keys, do your thing. He left, he went and did his thing. I gave him a key to my apartment too. Probably like 3 a.m, he calling me. I'm like, yo. He like, hey, bro, can you come unlock the door? That key didn't work. I'm like, what you mean it didn't work? He said, the key that you gave me, I'm at the crib, is not working. So I'm thinking I must have left the chain on the door. So I go over there. The door is not attempting to open or nothing. So I take the chain off the door. I open the door. This man not even out here. So I'm like, bro, you're not at my crib. Bro, yes, I am. He's an angry bird ass mother. Bro, yes, I am, bro. I'm standing right here outside the door. Clearly he's drunk. I'm like, folks, I'm standing outside my door. You're not out here. So that's when he come to realization he's at the wrong place. So he's asking me, well, this is the door number I see. How do I get back to your apartment? I don't know. I ain't been all through these apartments. I don't go to no other areas except for my assigned area. I don't go nowhere else. I share my location with him, and that's how he's able to get back to where I'm at. Go back in the crib. I'm laying in the bed for a minute, 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm just wondering, damn, I wonder if folks done stunk up my car anymore. So I said, I don't know, let me see. So I got up, grabbed the keys off the counter, went out there. Bro, I feel like when I was walking up to the car, I smelled it. Bro, it smelled like somebody, like all jokes aside, bro, it smelled like 2 people, 3, maybe 3, at least 2, but it smelled like 2 or 3 people was sitting in my car just having a farting contest. No, mine was better. All right, try it again. I'm talking about, bro, it stank so bad, bro. Ugh, it was disgusting me, bro. I went to the car. I feel like I smelled it before I even opened the door. And, bro, it was hitting. Damn, that knocked me down. So I go getting in the car. Now I'm looking on the seats. I'm looking for stuff. I'm trying to see what is, you know what I'm saying? As I got lower under the seat and went to trying to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? I feel like I started smelling not even just farts, but just straight up booty, like sweat from booty cheeks or something. So I said, you know what? I believe this man done had some girl in my car, and she got in here with that stinking stuff, and they did what they did in some type of way. It's something left. Maybe it's the yondom, whatever it is, it's something left that need to be aired out. So I had some spray, some Febreze car spray. I air that thing out the strong way. I spray it real heavy. I spray a whole bunch of, roll all 4 of the windows down, but I just do them like this. I don't do it a whole lot. I just do it like this much just enough where all throughout the night it's finna be cool air blowing because it was kind of cold back then. So the next day is the day he going back home. So I go get in the car. I'm out there for a minute. I smell it very lightly, but not for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, what could he have been doing, bro? That's crazy. So he get in the car. I go to driving to the airport. I'm like, bro, you must have had somebody in this car or something. He like, what you mean? I'm like, what is that smell, bro? Like, what is you doing? You wipe? Like, what did you do? He told me some shit, cuz I was wondering the same thing. I ain't tripping. I ain't saying nothing because it ain't my car, but shit. But I was thinking the exact same thing when I was in here. So now I'm like, bro, I ain't never smelled nothing like this before, ever. I ain't never smelled nothing strong like this in my car until you got here. Now you talk about. So he said that. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. I ain't never smelled that before. He like, yeah, I ain't did nothing in your car, little bro. So we driving. Bro, it's like bro, I turned on the air. It just hit me so much harder. Like whatever he had did was stuck inside the interior of the car. I'm talking about pure disgustingness. When I say it disgusted me, folks, it real life disgusted me. Like I was damn near ready to throw up. Only thing I wanted, listen, I ain't never wanted to get to the airport that fast a day in my life. I wanted him out of my car so bad, bro, because I don't know if he ain't been watching his drawers. I just didn't know what to think. I'm telling you, it smelled like fart, bro. And it was disgusting. I drop him off at the airport. I ride back home, all the windows down. I'm just riding. Get back home, still smell it. I'm like, bro, this man done it. I'm thinking crazy now, bro. I don't know what to think. I'm thinking crazy now. Then he called me when I got back home. I don't even know what he was calling me for, bro. I didn't even answer. I was so pissed off. I said, man, I don't damn call my phone. Threw the phone over there. I said, man, don't call my phone. You done did whatever you did in my damn car. Now you want to try to call my phone. So I reached out to these the car detail people. And I told them, I said, hey, listen, bro, I don't know what's going on. It's a very, very, very strong smell in my car. It honestly smells like somebody been in there farting. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I wasted something. But, bro, I really need y'all to shampoo everything. I need everything clean, shampooed. So they're like, all right. So when they got there, like, it was the next day or the day before when they got there, they was like, remove everything out the car. Your personal stuff, anything that's trash, because, we don't want to be held responsible for nothing, because anything left in the car, we're going to throw it away, you know what I'm saying? So I go in there, I open my cup holder, any little stuff that I know means something, I grab it. It ain't much stuff. I grab my registration out, just because I don't know y'all like that. I pop the trunk. Now, I got clothes in the trunk, right? Because I used to do a lot of background acting work, and when you get there, the director always need to see you in like 3 or 4 different outfits so they can choose which one they like best for this particular scene. So I got a lot of clothes in there. So I'm grabbing the clothes, throwing them in this big bag. And then I notice a bag, like a grocery bag over there. So I'm like, what the hell is that? So I grab the rest of the clothes off and throw it in there. That smell just gets stronger. I'm talking about, as I grab clothes, bro, it just smells stronger and stronger. And when I pulled the bag towards me, I went grocery shopping before my big brother got here. I guess when I came home and took all the groceries out, I left 2 big-ass packs of ground beef in the trunk. I guess the ground beef rolled under some of the clothes, so I had no idea that's what that smell was. Bro, the ground beef had swelled up. I'm talking about it felt like it was just in a bust just by me touching it. The regular packs of ground beef, like probably about that long, bro, they was like this big. Like it had them bloated up, both of them. And bro, I said, oh my goodness, that's what that smell was. Even the car detail dudes was standing there like this. And I threw that away. And when they got done with my car, bro, I never smelled that smell again. And I had to call my brother and tell him. I said, damn, bro, get what that smell was. He like, what? I was like, that's some damn ground beef. He told me, yeah, you owe me an apology. I said, I don't owe you a damn thing. Cause, hey, I didn't owe you nothing. I was just trying to figure it out. It needed to make sense to me. But I just wanted to tell y'all that was on my mind. It's your boy Bill. I'm gone.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. What the feezy? What the feezy? like the fees.